Hi guys, welcome to our channel Make It Happen. I'm Dal, and today's video is about all the gear required to climb Kilimanjaro. This is one of the main worries you have when you commit to such a challenging adventure. And our guides provide us a list with all the mandatory equipment. Most importantly, there is a 15 kilos weight limit to be carried by the porters, and it is advisable not to carry too much weight ourselves. Today, we are finally going to pack and talk you through some of the features of our kit. Stay with us. Elda is already inside, as she is much more organized than myself. I will let her guide you. Follow me.
Ah, there you are. Come and see the mess I've done here. This is all the gear that we need to climb Kilimanjaro. I'm going to go through each piece of equipment that we've got here. First of all, the duffel bag. This is for the porters to carry. It will have a limit of 15 kilos, and they recommended it would be a 90 liters bag. This one is a 120 liters just because it was on sale. It should be waterproof and sturdy. This is my backpack. I made sure that I was very comfortable with it, made sure that the weight is going to be on my hips and not on my shoulders. It is reasonably waterproof, but I have a waterproof cover to put around it. And I'll try to keep it as light as possible, bearing in mind that just to carry the water, you'll have at least 2 kilos of water in your water bladder. Sleeping bag. So it should be a 4 seasons sleeping bag, and it should have a comfort temperature down to minus 10 degrees Celsius. This one goes down to minus 16 degrees Celsius, and we've used it a lot before. It is very important that it's kept dry, and they say that we can hire it, but I wouldn't hire if I can avoid somebody else's sleeping bag. It's going to be reduced, all the volume is going to go inside this other bag. And we can also use, and I will use, the lining, a silk lining to increase the comfort temperature, they say up to 5 degrees Celsius also. So both sleeping bag and liner are packed and they go into the duffel bag. Now, completely unnecessary is the pillow. We indulged ourselves buying these pillows. They are extremely comfortable, and if we can add some comfort after a day of hard exercise, we will. Anyway, if we exceed the weight, we will not take them, but hopefully we'll be able to take them. Walking poles. Some people don't use them. I cannot do without them. They're very useful for balance, and they help take weight out of your legs also. The important thing is to be telescopic because they are easy to transport when you're not using them. I will have them in my hand all the time. Also very important, the head torch. We will use it during the night, of course, and on the summit day because we leave very early in the morning. Also very important to have enough batteries. In the cold weather, batteries tend to wear off very quickly. In this activity, the temperatures can range from 30 degrees Celsius to minus 10 or even minus 20 degrees Celsius. So the choice of clothes is really important. we will use a system of layers. Anyway, the clothes that we are not using have to be kept very dry inside the duffel bag, and for that we need to have at least a couple of dry bags to keep them dry. In the beginning of the climb, the weather is going to be really hot. So I'm prepared with a couple of t-shirts, with a pair of shorts, with a pair of convertible trousers, and most importantly, a nice hat. As the climb progresses and the weather gets colder, we will start the layering process. So I've got two long sleeve shirts, and I've got a few of long pants for the first layer. For the second layer, I will have also some fleece and similar long sleeve shirts. From the very beginning of the walk, I will need to carry the waterproof jacket. This is because we're going to walk through a bit of rainforest, and as the name says, it will be probably raining. So this will have to be accessible at all times. There's another piece of equipment that we will carry, which is a poncho, a very light. It's really just like a plastic that you will put on top of you, and that will give you an extra bit of protection from the rain. And as you can see, it's really light and doesn't take any space. It's important to bear in mind that the duffel bag will be carried by the porters, and you will not have access to it during the walk, during the day. So you have to make sure that every piece of clothes or any other equipment that you think you're going to need during the day, you'll have to carry it in your backpack. For the legs, you of course need a good pair of mountain trousers that will protect you from the cold. And you need a pair of waterproof trousers that will not just protect you from the rain, but also in higher altitudes from the wind and the cold. A pair of gaiters. They will not just protect you from the rain, but also from the cold and from the snow higher on the top. An insulated jacket is also required. This one is filled with down, but it can also be synthetic. Anyway, you must make sure that it will protect you from very low temperatures. This is a piece of equipment that you always have to carry with you, maybe not in the first few days of the climb. Of course, all sorts of bits and bobs, socks for different range of temperatures, buff, a buff, always useful, a beanie for the cold, first layer of gloves, and third layer of gloves. I'm going to add a couple of warm hand warmers, because I tend to be very cold in the extremities, and on the summit it will be really, really cold. As you can see, the duffel bag is getting full, and there's still space to speak about hygiene. So a couple of towels. If we have weight restrictions, we'll take just one. Wet wipes, bog roll, and dog poop bags. And this is because we cannot leave anything in the mountain. There will be some portable loos that we can use in each camp, but if in between we need to go, we'll have to pick everything up. It's important to take a pair of light shoes just to wear when on the camps. We were reassured that there will be plenty of food. Nevertheless, we read some comments that some people find it useful to take some snacks just to be comfortable during the way. It's important that it's something that you really like, and of course something that is energetic also. And next video will be about mm, things like medication, vaccinations, and other health care concerns about going to Tanzania. And now that the duffel bag is full, let's see how much it weighs, and we will let you know.
That's it, guys. Elda is really good doing her packing. I wish I could do mine as good as hers. The duffel bag is short of 10 kilos, which leaves us with extra space for more stuff, perhaps for adding comfort. We'll see how it goes. It's now less than 1 week for our big adventure in Tanzania and for the achievement of our life dream of climbing Kilimanjaro. Stay with us. We'll share with us everything with you, everything that will happen. So please don't forget to subscribe. Cheers!